Should I loop it in the belt? See if it works like a fanny pack.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you.
Yokoso. How are you?
I'm good.
Well, thank you for visiting. You are the first visitor here in my new showroom and office. On the other side, we have the atelier, which is more messy, but I think I just organized the clothing racks for you guys to have a look around.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What are we looking at today?
Today I thought of going over our 25 autumn winter collection. That's gonna be launching soon. Next month, I would say. Maybe if early sometimes this month as well.
What's this collection about?
Good question. This collection doesn't really revolve around the singular theme compared to our previous seasons, the Terrarium or Janus. For 25 autumn winter, me, Val, the whole team decided we wanted to go back to our roots of focusing kind of like on the clothes. Like sometimes when we focus on a singular theme, we kind of put ourselves in the box and could miss kind of like the bigger picture, which is actually like the clothes and the pieces itself. So for this collection, a lot of our pieces like kind of like does the speaking for itself. We dive deeply into pattern cuttings, the fabric choices, the styling, just the silhouette, that it just cohesively, there's just so much to talk about.
So what do you want to talk about?
Maybe the trousers first. We can talk about the trousers first. So we have 5 silhouettes this season. First,
For the trousers?
yeah, we have 5 trousers. Easy, light work. We always have 5 or 6, so. But I mean, there are some carryovers. Obviously, the one I'm wearing right now, the engineered cut. This comes out every season from 24 autumn winter. This time we also did it in a light wash, but that one's already released, so I won't really go over that. And then we have one in corduroy. We have one in like this nept fabric.
What is that?
This is a nept fabric. So if you look at it closely, the fabric, you can see that it's kind of, there's like this pillings, deliberate pillings, and this is what you call by like a nept fabric. This is 100% cotton, a sumi color. Kind of light fabric, good for like daily uses. This one's gonna be a commune exclusive. That's the engineered cut. We have our own interpretation of a classic 5-pocket denim with some side panels, our custom rivets. The wash came out beautifully, chain stitched. So this is really like the classic way to make the denim, but cancel. We canceled it.
Why'd you cancel it?
Because I feel like I didn't really feel the side panels too much and the knee darts. I felt like it was kind of like messy. So we decided to like get rid of those and then kind of like move it to spring summer for this one. The third silhouette is the carpenter silhouette. It's a canvas, heavy canvas, which has been garment dyed to this color. Has like these to mimic a vintage jacket that I own. I'll show you it in the B-roll. So I have this vintage jacket and then I wanted to replicate the wash and then kind of like these paint splatters, very subtle paint splatters to it, and make our own version of a carpenter.
Looks quite natural.
It's quite natural, right? But guess what?
It's artificial?
No, it's canceled too. It's cancelled, my G's.
Why do you make things to cancel them?
I mean, like we've been going through some crisis recently, jokingly, but all the whole situation with Essence and everything. Well, we can talk more about that in a separate video. I have a lot to talk about this motherfuckers. So to be back on track, we canceled it because running Commonwear in a collection basis, we've been putting out like so many designs and good ones to be in fact. And that was, I mean, that's our joy. And like me, the whole team and everybody was just focusing on putting on designs and putting on good designs out into the world. And I think we kind of got lost track into that sense and realized when we release 5 to 6 trousers per season, like I don't think a lot of customers can keep up with that, because we have such a distinctive silhouettes of the trousers that sometimes some pieces might be overshadowed by others compared to when those things come out individually. And then it kind of becomes like mottainai, like that's Japanese, but so yeah, for this one, from our experiences, from our past experiences, the kind of like the wide leg silhouette tend to be overshadowed by the trousers that has more articulations and kind of like more, that has a more exaggerated silhouette. So I think we'll take time releasing the Carpenter, and for this season we'll focus on 3 trousers only: the engineered cut, the structure flares, and then the Batwing drapes.
Can we still put in special orders if we want carpenters?
No, you can't, I'm sorry. Especially like those are garment dyed, so it's very hard to garment dye a single piece for the factories. Tailor jackets and those can be custom made, obviously in the atelier. And this is made, I can make like one in the atelier, but to dye just one, it's kind of like, it doesn't really match, so cancel. Yeah, which brings us to the highlight trousers of the season, what we call the Batwing Drape Trousers. This will come out in 3 different fabric, and that trousers means a lot to us because we tried so hard to develop kind of like a trousers that's kind of like unseen before, and so we put all the techniques that we accumulated through the years of Commonwear and kind of cohesively put it into this one design. Let's say, for example, you go on any type of website like Essence or whatever, go to the trouser sections, and there's not really much things you could do. There's like a single pleat, double pleat, a triple pleat, inverse pleat, some cargo trousers, denims in a mid-rise, low-rise, drop crotch that's either tapered, straight, or wide, if you know what I mean. So we wanted to make a cool suit type of trousers, but not as boring as just a single or a double pleat. So the trousers itself has a very curved silhouette itself. And then instead of using a pleat, we kind of like made a drape that goes from the front to the back, which gathers above your back of your knee area. And lastly, we put a lot of emphasis on the belt loops and then the waistband design, because the reason behind that is quite interesting, because first in the original design we were just focusing on the drape and the silhouette of the trousers, and then it came out beautifully. But then we realized that you need to wear the trousers to fully understand like how this kind of drops on your body. And then imagining this trousers in a rack in a select store, hang together with, let's say, 10 other trousers. And if a customer who doesn't really know about Commonwear walks in, we felt like it could get overlooked. So in order for them to pick up the trousers, we kind of wanted to put a kind of like our own touch in the waistband, which made us think, okay, let's use our signature Batwing collar shape and kind of integrate it into the waistband. So to do that cohesively was a challenge for us, but I think it came out very beautiful at the end.
What are the 3 fabrics?
The beige one is a wool gabardine, 100. It's quite drapey, it's quite structured, it's quite resistant. And the dark gray version and then the light gray version is cut from the same type of fabric, which is a wool cashmere blend. The actual fabric that we use for the production version is more lighter than this version because the prototypes were kind of too thick, only usable for like a heavy winter, and we wanted to make it a bit more lighter so that it has a bit more drape to it. So the light gray version is going to be a Dover Street Market exclusive, and the other one is going to be, all the stores will carry the other one, yeah. And the last trousers that I want to explain to you guys is the structured flare trousers. This one is in irregular corduroy, and then this one is the sumi-dyed denim with oil coating.
What's interesting about the structured flare trouser?
So when you look at a denim, let's say just a normal denim, it's two-dimensional, if you know what I mean. Every trousers is two-dimensional. So there's the waistband, there's the front, and then there's the front, and then there's the back, and you sew it together so it becomes like a flat denim. And we wanted to make it into a three-dimensional shape. So what we did was imagine the pattern to be a circular tube. So for the top part, it actually starts the same as our engineered dart denims, and then from the knee down we decided to switch the pattern to a tubular way, so that when it's a tubular, it automatically becomes a three-dimensional shape. And we had to get the angles right on the last part of the denim so that it slants, and then the circumference of the hem needed to be in the right dimensions. If it was too wide, we realized that it could just flap out like a mermaid, and we don't want to look like that. So we kind of did a lot of experiment on those parts to get this natural structured flare type of way without using any wires. And this one is a shorter inseam version, and then there's a longer inseams. For this trousers, I think we'll release in two inseams because it's gonna be hard to estimate who needs which type of inseam for this. So at this one, we have to do a pre-order for both inseams. Tired?
No.
All right, let's get it on. We just had a 5-minute break after I explained all the trousers. Right now, my voice is being fried voice. And I think we can move on to, what do you want to see? Jackets? Can we do like knits and shirts first, actually? Because I want to like do knits and shirt today and film the rest tomorrow.
That's tops.
That's tops. Let's do tops. I think that's a yes. That's a yes. So tops. Let's do tops, guys. Tops.
Shirts.
Yeah, let's do shirts. So we're coming out with we're bringing back the S-curve shirt. There's a few changes from the previous one. We kind of altered the collars to be a bit less pointy for this one, and we reduced the width of the sleeves and the length of the sleeves as well. It's a bit more like a dress shirt. We call it a closed sleeve. It's a bit more of a closed sleeve, and then at the end we used a French cuff. And then we realized that we're gonna actually make a cuff link, a proper cuff link with our, you guys call it the shuriken shape. So we're gonna make a shuriken cuff link that comes with the shirt. So you can interchange it with If you have a cufflink at like your own cufflink, you can use that, or you can use the shuriken cufflink. So
Have you changed?
yeah, I did, because this is the next shirt as well. This is the Kogarashi split shirt, and we did this shirt silhouette last year for a GR8 pop-up. We made some subtle changes. Same, we made the collars a bit more smaller. The reason behind that is we felt like this goes well with like layering with the knit that I was previously wearing. We felt like this type of collar would layer better with when you wear it with a knit. And we kind of also made the cuff a bit more smaller as well. Essentially, the cuffs is a bit more wider than your normal sleeves, because I imagine this shirt to be worn like kind of like rolled up like this. So I think it feels more loose, more natural. It has like the splits here, a bit like a kind of like a, what do you call it? Kind of like a turtle shape, I would say, in the front. Like boxy and kaori, like a stingray shape, I would say. It's very nice. I would wear this like a lot actually. It's very so casual and everything. So yeah, so this is the shirt. I think we have 2 shirts only this time. We're doing tops right now, right?
Shirts and knits.
Yeah, and knits. So you guys saw me wearing the cashmere knit. So soft. Like, I wish you guys could feel it. Like, we put so much emphasis on getting like the wash right. The moment you open it and you put it on, you'll know what I mean. And that's kind of like the feeling you wanted to get across. And if you guys have a chance to come to the showroom, you guys can physically try it on. If you have a store nearby, maybe you should go try it on as well. But you can trust me on the online as well that it's gonna be so soft. And lastly is the hoodies, triacetate hoodies. That's padded on the hood part as well. Very nice rear zippers with a special puller. We used a special finishing on the actual version. This one's the prototype, so this one's just gunmetal, but you guys will see what I mean. This is a very nice hoodie too. Want me to try it on, or is it doing too much?
Let's try it on.
Okay. Triacetate hoodie. This one is the size medium. It's deliberately supposed to be this cropped and short on the sleeve. This is by far the hoodie that I've been wearing a lot since the summers. The pocket is just so discreet and so minimal at the same time. The fabric's very bouncy, and we put a lot of emphasis on getting the hood shape right. So there's no top stitch here. And then it's very fluffy. And then it holds its shape very well. Especially when it's just sitting down here, it holds the shape very well. And that's what we wanted to get right this time. And it comes out in 2 sizes, so medium and extra large. The extra large one kind of fits more like a normal hoodie for like if I wear it, like the sleeves aren't that short and everything, but the intended fit is kind of like this cropped type of fit so that it falls right across. I mean, the length, there's not so much difference between the medium and extra large, but it should fall right above your belt line. So kind of like a cropped hoodie, casual. You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because originally we used this for women's and we decided to like just move up the schedule. Look like the Mole Man? Yeah, he's wearing one too. It's cute, right? I don't know his name. It's Val's.
Mole Man.
Let's go Mole Man. Okay. All right, so that's it for part 1. And we'll do part 2, but it's gonna be the same video. Well, we are at part 2 right now. Believe it or not, it's actually not the same day. Can you tell?
Really?
Yeah. I tried to look exactly the same, but yesterday we talked up until the tops. Let's move on to the jacket. First of all, we have the reworked denim jacket in the sumi dyed denim fabric.
Did it start from pants?
No, it's not. So it's designed to look like a remake, kind of like the pants here if you see it. So this is gonna be the belt loop, and you see the kind of like the Levi's orange tag here. It's like the setup with the engineered dark denim, quite solid. So I think that's the lightest jacket, and then we have this season's Batwing jacket, and it has a draped back, a very subtle drape, and then our signature darted sleeves. This one is made from a Melton wool from a Japan manufacturer, which is the most famously known for to make these type of wool. So it's quite nice. Subtle drape on the back. Funny story is, so this one also comes out in this fabric, the alpaca mohair fabric, but it's out for styling right now, so I don't have it on the rack. And then another Melton wool that we have is this color in the setter green. This one's manufactured in the United Kingdom. However, we could not make this because around the time when we're designing, compared to right now, the pound rate has gone crazy that I don't think we are able to source that fabric. So we are gonna just focus on the dark gray version of the Batwing drape jacket. Do you like this?
Yeah, it's more wearable color.
Yeah, it's very much wearable, and the bat collar shape came out very nice. The jacket works well because with this fabric, because it's very kind of like stiff, it has a bit of a strength. So I think it's gonna be perfect for like winter. Like feels more winter than autumn, and can't wait to rock this. Next we have our classic bomber jackets, our moleskin jacket iteration for this season. It's always the same moleskin that we use from Brisbane Moss or Brisbane Moss. It's the best moleskin manufacturer, and the difference from our previous moleskin jacket is that previous ones we worked with the piece dyed fabric, while for this season we worked with a PFD fabric.
What's the difference?
Piece dye fabric means the fabric has already been dyed and we're just choosing the colors. PFD fabric is a undyed fabric that we get in a state of white or kind of like ecru color, and then we can dye it. So we can work with the dyeing factory and garment dye, etc. So this one, we experimented with a couple dyes. This one, we waxed the fabric first and then dyed kind of double dyed actually this into this brown color that you see these spores of kind of like blemishes to look very vintage. And even the touch for this is very dry because of the wax, so it actually feels like it's aged whatever years. It it feels like it's like you found it in a thrift store. So quite interesting. And for this one, this version is a different type of dye method that we did. And this one we actually resined the fabric first and then put on this color dye that it also shows this kind of unique blemishes here on the darts. Came out so nice. We haven't made up our mind if we're gonna go like this raw edge or like a non. You can see this one's kind of more of a cleaner dart. So we haven't made up our mind. And we also haven't made up our mind if we're gonna use this hood or this self fabric hood as well. We're gonna change the zippers too. I don't really like silver zippers these days. I prefer like gunmetal or either like matte black zippers. I think it's just blends in seamlessly. This one is actually quite interesting. How do you feel about this one?
It's patchy.
It is quite patchy. So, I mean, this is a prototype. We actually probably will not roll with this because it's a bit too out there, but I think this one's quite interesting as well. It's like very, kind of even looks bleached, but it's not bleached. But I think we'll just focus on the brown one and the turquoise one. And we have like this washed black version. The color's based off, so this one is based off of on my actual French moleskin jacket from the 1930s, and we replicated that colorway. Probably gonna be rolling in the B-rolls right now. And blue one is actually the base color. This color was actually from my other French moleskin shirt from the 1920s. That one. So those are kind of like the reference color points that we used. Which one's your favorite color?
I like the blue one.
The turquoise one? You want me to try it on?
Yeah.
This one's quite nice. Yeah, this color is awesome. Like, it's not really a frequently seen color, so it kind of has this popping effect. Even on the sleeve, you see all these puckerings achieved through the garment dye, the darts, and then this discreet pocket here on the side, the hood. Yeah, this is the back.
Looks nice.
It's quite of a statement piece. This is also my favorite one. The brown one's also nice too. I mean, it's just a classic, so whichever method you guys choose to do, I think both are. If you like more subtle vintage type of tones, the brown version would suit you. If you want like a more popping color, the turquoise one. And the last set of bomber is this padded, feels like a blanket, this one. Very cozy.
Looks amazing.
This one's the oversized flak jacket. The fabric's like so nice. It's like, not nice as in like the touch. I mean, the touch is also smooth, but it's a triple layered cotton fabric. You guys know what that means?
What do you mean it's triple layered cotton fabric?
It means you're tripping, guys. That means there's 3 layers, and then you can, if you want, you can distress the top layer off to make it like kind of all distressed, and it will still not expose your skin because there's like multiple layers to it. So it's super interesting that we developed in Italy. So, but we decided to leave it as a clean version because clean version is much, I feel like,
room for customization.
yeah. There's the gunmetal zippers. We had to use Lampo for the samples because due to the timeline, but it has the leathers inside, knitted ribbing, and I mean, it's just so big. I don't think it's gonna be shown on camera, but you guys can have a feel for it. So like, yeah, it's bouncy, guys. It's bouncy. Look at the insides too. It's so, it has the jersey fabric on the inside. Feels so cozy, like a moment too. So the gathered sleeve part. The moment's making its 3rd appearance right now. Next we have 2 set of coats. One's the oversized coat. The other one is a high neck coat. Which one do you want to see first? Maybe the oversized one, because I only brought one out right now. So, yeah. So we have the oversized shoulder coat, We have our signature inverted fisheye darts on the front and the back. Super big oversized shoulder. The key point of this jacket is that we were thinking of, and it goes same with the other coat as well. We wanted to, because when the coat is like a very oversized length, we often found that it's very hard to access your like pocket jeans. So what we did was we found a way to slit open the side panels, and we put a self-covered buttons, 5 to 6 of them on the side, so that when you open them all, it kind of gives you that
flow.
But then like you can access your pocket jeans properly, like easier, because it's just slit open here. And if you choose to have a more cohesive look, then you can close all the buttons and wear it as just like a normal coat. So it applies the same structure in the high neck version as well. This one's, the fabric is, can you guess the fabric?
Let me guess. Cashmere.
Cashmere? Close. This is a fabric that was once used by Rick Owens, and this is a camel wool and a linen blend.
I would have never guessed.
Yeah, if you look at closely in the fabric, it's crazy, this one. And it's so soft, because one of also the things that we were considering, like when I used to wear like those heavy double face coats, it was just like such a burden on the shoulders. If you walk in, like, if you just wear it outside for at least like 10 to 15 minutes. So we wanted the fabric to be a bit flowy and light, and zippered, covered, placket, double zip, gunmetal rearies, and it has a high neck collar, pocket here, a very subtle tuck on the sleeves, and a zipper covered high neck. Inside you have the hood popping out, and yeah, it comes out in 2 lengths. This one's the proper length, and then it comes out also in this oversized long length as well. So whichever you prefer, but this one's for like more comfortable. And then this colors, it's the same fabric in a different color. That one's a bit more on the gray side. This one's more on the khaki side, has a bit of a more greenish tone to it. Inside it's lined in a wool lining as well. Super nice lining. Except the sleeves are viscose, because you need that to slide in your
Reduce friction.
restrictions. But this one's almost falling down past the ankles, so it gives you a different vibe even though it's the same size. So if you want like a more fashionable vibe, I think you could go with the oversized length. If not, the original length would probably be fine. I think that's about, no, we have the Sucre brown version too.
Cannot miss out.
Cannot miss out. And this one, if you open it up, even the lining is green.
Because his eyes are green?
Yeah, because his eyes are green. And I think Tom Ford Hyder Ackerman used a similar vibe of fabric. They used it as a double blazer. That piece is so nice. I haven't seen it in person, but just looking at the composition, the Hyder Ackerman composition, it was crazy. It was like some cashmere or something blend. But this fabric is very nice as well. There is a gray color version of this fabric that Phoebe Philo used when she was working on her Celine collection, and this one's the other colorway, so you can trust that the fabric's solid. So yeah, so we had a very quick look on most of the clothes releasing for the 25 autumn winter. Unfortunately, some will be released, some are canceled like I explained. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And before we go, I do have to introduce to you guys the bag that's finally coming out. Yeah, our bag that we teased from spring summer 2025, we have finally perfected the bag, and I think it is expected to release sometime in end of September to early October, I would say. It's a very daily use bag that I've been carrying around whenever I go like abroad, because it just fits. It's not so big, it's just the perfect length, kind of like a messenger bag. And we made some subtle updates from the prototype. The buckle is a palladium plated buckle. We had to find the right manufacturer. It has a commonwear engraved on the back. It was hard to find the manufacturer to properly do the palladium plated buckles. Has a oversized length, like a belt length. Originally, the flap of the pocket, I kind of carved this part out, but while I was using it for a couple of months, it's because of the unevenness of the weight, the part where it folds became a bit focused on one side, and it didn't really look nice after a couple wears, so we just decided to go as a full flap and then be more discreet. Like when you open it, you can see the comma on the suede paneling. And inside is all nubuck suede, the same nubucks that we used on our 24 autumn winter Urus jacket. Leather itself is a calf hide varnished, meaning it has a kind of a smooth, shiny surface to it. Super high quality leather from Italy, and you can fit in your iPads, you can fit up to a MacBook 13-inch, and compatible size for your daily uses. Super proud to release the bag. I'll probably release another video of the packaging of the bag as well, because that's also very important. And thank you guys for enjoying the video. Fuck you, Essence. And I'll be back with the blog. They gotta see your fit too. They gotta see your fit.
Oh, nothing much to talk about. I have my work slippers on and my pants.
Wait, can you stand on this side? Yeah.
Just a comfortable working outfit.
That's a beautiful pants though. It looks like the men's Drape Trousers.
It looks like it, but it's a little different.
Oh, what's the difference?
The belt loop part, it's not bat shaped, it's cat shaped.
Shit. That's so dope.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing your outfit. We're gonna do some women's video in the future, hopefully, right?
In the future.
All right. Say bye. Say goodbye.